Hello, Leggy. We'll be here for a while. I got like two system light detectors back to back. So a little bit worried about my account, so we're gonna stream all the grimes for the next couple of days. Yeah, I think this happened because we were talking about Akira's ban situation. The powers above party got angry about what I said. I got a moving triangle shape that's like very transparent, and then I got a mushroom princess. I'm pretty sure it was because of recently we've been talking about Akira's ban situation and like how certain people don't get banned um, on stream though, so they probably got upset about it. So they're fucking with me. So yeah, we're gonna avoid talking about bans in the future. Gotta reform. Cause there's just no fucking way. Like I've been playing like this, like for like months. And it's only Star became an issue after we were talking about bans and stuff. Yeah, because I mean like, cause the past few months I wasn't flaming NXPC that much, so I guess they were cool. But I guess we just can't talk about bans and Aku Brian's situation with Daily Niso's website. Yeah, that's like a sensitive topic. We gotta have to avoid that in the future. So just make a mental note. After that, man, holy shit, I keep getting like light detectors from the system. It doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. I mean, you could look at the old streams from the past couple days. Or I'll tell you about the chat. We could talk about it in chat, like maybe later. Maybe when I have to like AFK tempo or something. Man, it's still pretty wild though. Like that's pretty petty. But whatever, it is their game, so I can only just lay low. Yes, sir. Just keep a low profile. But yeah, I mean, in the future, we're just gonna have to keep sensitive topics on Discord only. Just not talk about it in the public space. It's just something that I have to keep in mind myself. It's just that lately I got too comfortable. That's my problem. Because in case you're not aware, lately my account is like on track to be average. That's amazing, by the way. Like my account is not average, dude. It's like dog shit. So you know I thought I was cool because now that I'm average again, I thought I was cool, but I'm not. I got a little bit too close to the sun, and yeah, we gotta have to go back to keeping a low profile. I guess it's a good use case for Discord members now, because we usually don't have any activity going on in the members channel anyway. So I guess we could have some activity in there in the future. We could talk about dramas and stuff in there instead, as a safe space. Oh man, I hate the word safe space, but we gotta have to use it. Jeez, you don't understand. Like, holy fuck, like, I was on back-to-back system light detectors every 30 minutes. And, I decided just like, take a break. And then, we would just stream. Restart the game client, restart the computer, and then just stream all the grind. See, I just logged in. I restarted the client, so that's why. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get any more light detectors. Yo, flaming Amy is like the only like okay thing to do. You flame anybody else, I get in trouble. I guess we can only flame Amy. Yes, you're right. I'm trying to get Amy to a duel Lotus and Damien with EOD, so we could have some content. Am I miss? Oh yeah, I'm missing a buff. Yep, there we go. I gotta try to keep this at like 200%. My goal for today is to get 25%. My goal for the next 2 weeks is to get 238 before the anniversary patch. If the anniversary patch confirms, we get the fourth map. I don't even know what's the next map called. I think it's Morass. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know what's the next one. If we get the next one, then yeah, I'm gonna have to like figure out to get more levels. Mr. Ganawa was just mostly here for the Magnus carries back in the day, but once the Magnus train is gone, he just usually don't come back. But he's doing well. He's doing well in his own farming style. I think V3 will come out whenever the fourth map is out. So once they announce the next map, we should get it. Yeah, if you already max all your skills, you should just save. For me, I haven't maxed mines, so I'm still using mines every day. Wait, is that one Leon guns? That's that one Leon brother in my map. I'm gonna right click. I'm pretty sure this is the one Leon brother. Oh shit, we have a one Leon here. GG brothers, GG. 17 star one Leon. 5 lines. Amazing weapon by the way. But I think the cost of getting that is very expensive. Um yeah. I mean compared to my ult, I'm pretty sure he spent way more on this than mine. Yeah. These looks pretty expensive. And he has the same combat power as my ult. Nah, just you know, what Leon is no. Sorry, brother, that's just not it. I can't believe this the Van Leon brother still exists in the wild. Holy shit. My ult is 10.8 mil with absolute epic potential and 0 stars. Brother is 17 stars, so it's very expensive. Even for one Leon, it's still very expensive to hit 17 stars. So yeah. In terms of like money spent, he definitely spent a lot more. I just saw that gun and I recognized it. I was like, wait a minute, that gun looks familiar. Alright, we will soon hit the 1 hour mark. Surprised I haven't get the LD yet. I was getting one every hour. Maybe restarting my computer helped. We'll see. Yeah, if we don't get LD for the rest of the night, then you know I don't have to stream every day. Grinding, grinding anyway. I mean, nobody wants to watch me farm monsters for EXP anyway. But if I'm getting LDs, you bet I will have to stream, because otherwise it's like if they ban my ass for saying botting, I can say, hey, I was streaming every minute. So you know, at least I have like I could defend myself. Yeah, but usually that's how it goes, boys. It's like if you trigger system LD, you're not far away from getting banned. But it's not like a permanent ban. It's like a 15-day. But the thing is, if I get a 15-day ban, I'm fucked, dude. You have to understand like this it's like literally like 150 mil gone. Like if I fucking get 15 days, you know, it's not a joke. Because the raffle only lasts 7 days to claim it. So by the time you're unbanned, you know your raffle's gone. Player report doesn't do much, if at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, for me, it's like a different issue. Not really. Player report. If you report somebody as botting, all it does is decrease the threshold for system LD to hit you. But like if even if you reduce the threshold, if you don't play like a bot, you're still not gonna hit the requirement for a system to light detector you. Like people report me all the time. Like I never get light detector until today. I got light detector today is because I was talking about very sensitive topics a couple days ago on stream. So that's my punishment. I'm not gonna talk about those anymore. But I still gotta like serve my time. I'm guilty, so I gotta serve my punishment. But that's for my issue has nothing to do with like players reporting me, cause I don't play like I don't play like a fucking like an African or like a Pinoy, so it doesn't affect me. I mean, we have multiple evidence of them doing this to me since the game launch, so it's nothing new. Nothing new, brother. I just gotta serve my time. That's all. Oh, you can't say my name in Discord, really? That's the first time I heard about it. That's funny, dude. No, no, I'm serious. No, I swear to God, I did not know they start like you can't say my name in Discord anymore. No, no, I, you cannot say my old YouTube channel name in game, not Discord, right? I don't. Oh, no, 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 no. I had nothing. I'm not blocked on Discord or anything like that. My original channel name in YouTube is Isekai Gamer. You just can't type that in game. Um, and then I had to change my channel name, so like to get around that. And then they realized that it's gonna be like a cat and mouse game, so they stopped. But you could say like some racist shit in game, and it will go through. But you just can't say my name, my YouTube name. Um, and obviously not character name, because like I have many characters, but you cannot say my YouTube name. Not my new one because they stopped because it's not point, right? Because every time they do it, I just change my name, my YouTube channel name. It doesn't make sense. Um, but in the past, like when I first started YouTube, I was saying some toxic shit, you know, and I gotta serve my time, man. I serve my time. But no, on Discord is fine. Discord is um I just get banned on Discord very often. Like no, I'm saying like straight up banned. And then I had to like get myself unbanned. And then after that is they stop banning me because it's like the optics is really bad. So what they do now is like they like to like mute me for every little thing I say. Um, like anything at all. Like if anything like borderline that could be seen as disrespectful, that I'll get a 7-day mute. That's why I don't talk in the official Discord. There's no point. But no, you can say my name on Discord. Um, Nothing to do with Discord. Dude, you haven't heard about them changing community event rules just to prevent me from winning. Their event rules used to say like they will give out this many winners, and then I will find an event that doesn't have enough participants, and then so I will automatically win. But then they're like, shit, we can't let this fucker win. So like they didn't let me win. So you know me, I'm toxic as shit. I'm not gonna like take that sitting down. So like I started like fucking. I waited. To be fair, I waited for them to announce all the winners, and then I waited another 2 weeks to see if they announce me because I'm within the the auto win count, and then I just made that public. Like I tweeted everybody about it, and then they had to give me my prize. But then after that, they changed all the event TOS rules to include the term that they have the right to uh, to select fewer winners than the event specification. So let's say if the event says there is 1,000 winners, they could make it so that only 500 winners or 10 winners. They added that line after that, and come on, man. Of course it's because of me, and that's the story, bro. So like that's what I'm saying. I just gotta serve my time. We have like multiple evidences of this like these things in the past happen. You could also even dig at my Twitter profile to find evidence if you're really like curious about it. Yeah, like I say, I'm used to it. It's okay. It's okay. Uh, but to protect myself and my account and my investments, right? Mainly my investment. I'm just gonna have to stream every little thing I do online, just in case. Just in case. They say I'm botting. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm on stream. And that's where we're at today. So this is not the first time, by the way. Like this happened like last year as well. It's the 1 year anniversary, baby. So we're doing the rewind, the 1 year rewind. Man, I remember back in the day, I used to stream every day, like every little thing, even grinding, because I gotta show proof that I'm not botting. Holy shit, those were the days. Now we come full circle. Yeah, I believe the chat though. I believe the chat for talking about bands. I should not. I should have known better. I should have not have talked about it. Fuck, man. Not now. I'm miserable over here. Jeez, Jesus. Is Maple N the biggest Web3 game? Um, in my opinion, I think Maple N is the best Web3 game. I don't think they're the biggest. By player count, right? Obviously, you're always gonna have games with like bots and studios farming multi accounts, so it's kind of hard to gauge how many real players you have. But one of the best ways to gauge real players counts is how active the official Discord is with conversations. I'm not saying like I'm not talking about the good morning or how should they Indonesian chatbots, right? Well, according to a bot is me, they're not really chatbots. I'm not sure if you guys know, but if you're in the Web3 space long enough, a project can pay uh, an Indonesian group or the Pinoy group about 1 BNB a month, and their job and they will get a group of people to like spam your chat with like random ass conversations to make your Discord look active, right? So just because if you guys see a bunch of fucking good morning, hello, good night, that's bullshit. It's not real players, just fucking pay chatters. Nowadays with AI, like, they don't even need to use real humans. They can just fucking connect AI to Discord and does it for like automate it. But so so to get like the real number on like whether a game is the biggest or not is very hard to say. Right? I myself can only say whether a game is good or not. I would say right now, Maplestory N is the best Web3 games in like in all aspects. Um, it may not be the biggest Web3 game for like multiple reasons. One of them is like Maplestory N when they did the airdrop, they didn't give the airdrop to insiders as well as to influencers, platforms, and shit like that. Because of that, they didn't get a fee cut. So therefore, they don't talk about it. People only talk about things that was given to you for free, because you then have an incentive to pump it up, so that you can dump on kids that with bags. Like the best person who talks about this all the time is called Chamath. Chamath is like the brown guy who used to be as a Facebook exec. Now he's like heavy. He used to be heavily involved in Solana, and he will always go on interview and says like he loves getting free shit, and Solana is one of them. And he just likes to pump shit up so that he could dump on kids. Like this, literally his words, not my words, right? That's what I'm saying, right? That's why you cannot be looking at people tweeting about a project or whatever, because you gotta think about why are they fucking tweeting about it, because they have a fucking incentive. Like they got paid to do it, or they got the shit for free, so that's why they have an incentive to like tweet about it. Like that's the environment right now, right? In the internet, you cannot take people telling you whether something is good or not. The only thing you could like take people as like real opinion is like if the guy's like very fucking small, like a nobody. Like me, I'm a nobody, right? I really am. Just a random ass guy. So if you look at their follower count, if it's a fucking guy with like 10 followers or like 100 followers, that's a nobody. That's probably a real opinion. But now, however, there's a caveat, right? The caveat is if it's something that's easy botted, I'm talking about like Twitter follower accounts. That could be a bot as well. A couple months ago, I'll be like, oh, I'm always complaining about Twitter um, space in the Maplestory N aspect, because some fucking retard, well, not a retard, this guy called something Eve Apple. I think called Eve Apple. That's his Twitter handle. The fucker decided to buy a fucking ugly ass hairstyle. Not sure if you know it, but it's called a Daredevil hair. It literally looks like a fucking middle-aged crisis going on, and you're boating. And the brother bought out all the Daredevil hair, and he tried to pump that shit. So how does he fucking do it? He ran a bot hype spam about buying Beard Devil hair, and it's gonna be like this limited quantity because it's NFT and whatever, and try to get people to buy it. And he ran that with over 100 fucking Twitter accounts. How do I know it's Eve Apple? Because I fucking trace who the fuck bought the Dear Devil hair and who has the biggest stake on it. And guess what? It's fucking Eve Apple. So I know it's Eve Apple who's doing it. Because the original trace of starting about talking about Dear Devil also happened on his account. So I traced that shit all the way back to him. And so, and Eve Apple is not a random guy in the Web3 space either. The brother has like 100, 200k subs, and like that's just like his job, like, is to run like an influencer persona in the Web3 community. But like the guy also have hundreds of Twitter accounts, obviously, right? That's how it works when you do like cross promotion. It's like you gotta bring results to the advertiser. And how do you bring results? It's like, you run a fucking bot farm with hundreds of accounts. But when Maplestory N was released with the Daredevil hair, we're literally at the peak of the bull market coming down. So the brother party wasn't getting a lot of gigs or jobs. So what does he do to try to make a quick buck? He bought out all the fucking Daredevil hair. Why Daredevil hair? Because it's fucking ugly. It's a piece of shit. And it has low supply. So he took both of them. He found the cheapest item that's like the lowest supply and bought them all. As much as he can, actually, right? And then he tried to pump it. Now, did it work? No. I mean, it did work because like fucking 3 retards bought that shit for like 4 or 5 million. But after that, nobody bought it. Cause, like, people aren't that stupid. I mean, yes, you will always have retards, but like, like most people just ignored it. And I was complaining back then because I will go on Twitter and I just want to see what the community is up to. And I can't fucking like scroll through any post without a random ass Twitter account with like 100 subs, 1,000 followers, or a couple hundred followers talking about Daredevil hair is like the best investment ever in Maplestory. And that the price is going up. But the price is not going up because it's just one person bought it and there's no supply. And yeah, that's the situation, right? So you always gotta think about that, right? Just because somebody's tweeting doesn't mean that's real. It's just like giving you like concrete examples. I don't know what is user stickiness. What is that? Like, is that on the official Explorer? I never seen that before because I mean, granted, I haven't been on the Explorer for a long time. Where is it under? Is it under like where is it under? Is it under analytics? I see unique wallets stickiness. Okay, I have no idea what that even is. The percentage of wallets that engage with MapleStory universe in the last 24 hours compared to the last 30 days. No, I think that's real, right? That's like, it's just wallets that's being active. Uh, it's just a percent of daily active wallets against a 30-day against monthly active wallets. No, that's a real data. There's no point faking that. I mean, like, tracking wallet activity is really a bad metric to even use. Yes, I think the metric is real, right? But I think the metric itself is bad. Because everybody I know has multiple wallets. Right? Even Amy has like 4. Ganan has like fucking 30. And Ganan plays dirty wallets. Right? I mean, like, it doesn't matter. It's a bad metric because, there's gonna be a patch one day so that maybe having multiple wallets is not meta anymore, and then people just gonna like not use those wallets, and then those wallets, and then your metric is gonna show that everybody quit. No, people didn't quit. It's just people have multiple wallets, and now they consolidate into one, right? So that's a really bad metric. The only metric that I like to use, and I think what you should like to use, is the power crystal spendings. There is it's under Maplestory N. If you go to game status and click on dynamic pricing, there is a 1 day power crystal spend and a 30 day. That's the only thing you should care about Maplestory. If the game is good, people are spending money. If the game is shit, nobody's spending money. Alright, that's all there is to it. Now the reason why this is important, because if you don't spend power crystal, then power crystal is not being bought. If power crystal is not being bought, that means NXPC, the people working on the game, the developers, is not getting paid. Because the developers are getting paid by power crystals. The monthly volume from the market is like it's 5% of 500 bill, which is, quick math off the top of my head, 25 bill a month. But you know how much you get from spending power crystal enhancements? Like 12 billion. You get that in 2 days compared to 1 month of marketplace tax. And also the marketplace tax is not 100% going to the developers now. Right now they're doing a rebate program where they are giving, if you bought the item using a third-party website, the developer do not get the tax now anymore. The all 100% of the tax goes to the third-party website, right? So you got to consider that like a good chunk of the tax revenue from the marketplace also is not being it's not even going to the developers itself. So you could say like maybe 25% of that is going to third-party website. So it's like not like, so how do so you gotta worry about, are the developers getting paid? Are they making enough money to keep the game up? Because at the end of the day, the server needs to be up first, and then two is, if there is a FOMO, somebody has to buy an XPC. And where does the NXPC go? You have to spend it. If they don't spend it, it's just a pump and dump. So that's how you know if a game is doing well and not a pump and dump. It's people spending on enhancements, power crystal enhancements. That's it. I mean, the second metric you could look at is MapleN.gg. You could look at the collection section of MapleN.gg to look at the floor price of NFT collection. Because in order for you to upgrade your character, you gotta have NFT collection and enhancing your equipment. So anytime a new player comes in, they have to do both. So it will cause both metrics on Power Crystal and floor price of NFT collection to go up. And if there is new players coming in, NXPC will pump because they're spending and they have to buy NXPC from the exchange. Right? The game generates rewards players a set amount of NXPC every day, every month. You need the spending needs to be higher than the generation in order for the price to go up. Right now the price is at an equilibrium, so you're gonna have to wait. You gotta need like more players spending money in order for the price to go up. Make content Phantom on X. What do you mean? You mean like fun Phantom as the class? I mean, I think like some people plays Phantom. Daily Fix might not play Phantom, but I don't think there's that many people Phantom mains. Um, I guess the best way for you is to go on Maple Sprout and then look at the Phantom ranking and see if any of the top 10 Phantom has an X account and then follow that. Do you think endgame reward will become less since a bunch of people upgraded? Yeah, I mean, um, for your question, I'm assuming you mean like would they decrease the endgame reward for hard will? I personally I don't think so. I think they're gonna keep the same as Lucid. So what they're gonna do is decrease Lucid's reward to be like hard Lotus and hard Damien. Remove slime or decrease slime, and then to like save Nisos. And then for Will, I think they're gonna keep it the same as Lucid. Now, what about hard Will? Well, no, I don't think that many parties gonna clear it. I think like we will should have like 10 parties across 3 servers that can clear it. The reason for that is because Will don't fuck around. Will is a pure DPS boss with no phase 3 burst mechanic bullshit. But Will is level 250. So what does that mean? It means you need to be 37 mil, I think, shadow equivalent at level 1.1k arc, which is max level arc. Level 255 shadow or 37 or 38 shadow equivalent to clear hard will 6-man. Um, and a lot of fucking shitter classes don't have very high shadow equivalent DPS. I mean, Light Lord is amazing at hard lucid because it's a 40-second pump and dump. Like same with Aaron, but if you get Light Lord to do a 3-minute damage, they do wet noodle. They do wet doodoo. Alright, boys, I'm gonna shut up and focus on light detector. This is what I'm talking about. 1 hour, I get one. Like, fuck, man, they're onto me. Gotta pay my time. Gotta pay out my time, man. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Let's go. Alright, we're back to grinding. See, I wasn't bullshitting. I wasn't bullshitting. They're onto me, man. I just gotta pay my time for talking about sensitive topics a couple days ago. And guess what? You know what's fucked up? This is fucking Monday, and I'm getting it this now Monday when the first thing they do is come to the office. Like fuck, man. It doesn't get more obvious than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking about that shit over the weekend. On a Friday night when they're not on the office, and then like fucking office hour comes in Monday morning. They fucking got me. Um, yeah, it doesn't get more obvious than this. Like holy shit. All right, okay, so I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, hard will. It's 37, 30, 38, 37 mil, 6-man, hard will clear. But the caveat is you need level 255. and 1.1k arc. You're not gonna get that when Whale comes out. So what is a more reasonable arc you're gonna get is 800 or 760, which is the bare minimum to have no penalty. 760. And if you look at the ranking levels, there isn't that many players that's 240. I think there's only like 100 and so, or 100 or so. So 100 players at 240 makes up like 10 parties, but not all players at level 240 have a combat power of 40 million plus. If it's just 140, 760, you need 60 million Shadower to even do it. Like that's the power of levels and nodes. I mean not nodes, sorry. Power of levels and symbols. 240 Shadower, 760 arc. You need 60 million combat power. As far as I know, there's less than 50 players that have 60 million combat power, like across all three servers. So, bro, like just if you just do the math together, like just less than 50 players that have that. Um, if you like spread out the players, like including the top 5 players, they have like 100 mil. Then they could do 5-man, 4-man, or whatever. Factoring all of that in, it's only 10 players, 10 parties. That's why it's like, yes, it's the reward is, maybe not as good as like week 1 Lucid, but it's still gonna be like really, really good because nobody has the levels. And that's the reason why I'm rushing for levels. Yeah, if you look at the last level 240 is rank number 105. Yeah, just like literally only 100 players above 240. I mean, granted, when they release Will, there should be at least 200 players at 240. But I'm telling you, there isn't 200 players at 60 million combat power. There's only like less than 50. And that's Shadow, by the way. And in the top 60, you have shitter classes like Light Lord, bro. Bro, yeah, Light Lord ain't doing shit, bro. Like Light Lord does less damage than me. I could solo hard Damien. 90 million Light Lord cannot solo hard Damien. You know what I'm saying, right? So like, yes, you also gotta factor in so many players. The top 50 players that do have 60 billion plus, they don't have the right class. They have the shitter class. And that's not gonna work. Actually, it might work. Actually, I just look at the ranking list right now on Maple Sprite. It looks like top 50 players are all playing meta class, except for one guy, Obito. He's playing a shitter Bowmaster. Um, and then Chisei plays Light Lord. I think it's just 2 people. Oh shit, we have a hero. But like Chisei in hero is like 90 mil. That kind of mix up the shitting class. So they could be like maybe like a 60 million Corsair. So it's just like even. But if we're looking at like barely 60, 70 mil, 50 mil players, like the only person affected is it's like fucking Mr. Sugar Jason. He's a Bowmaster 65 mil. He's kind of fucked. Like he's like 100% fucked. That's not enough. He's gonna have to carry. He's gonna have to get carry. And then you have Cape, who's a fire poison mage. Yeah, that's a shitter class. But other than that, everybody in the top 50 with like 60 million, they all play very meta class, like Corsair, bunch of Corsair, Shadower, Paladin, Bishop. Like nobody else have issues, just 2 people. Like so, yeah. Like literally everybody else will be fine except for 2 people. Cause it's like Web3, Maplestory, like it's money involved, so everybody plays meta class. Everybody like who invests a fuck ton of money, they invest into something that's viable. Like that's not a shitter class. Like if you look at the top 50, literally all fucking Corsairs and Shadower. Cause you're just flushing money down the toilet otherwise. Like if you play like a fucking Mihail or like a Blaze Wizard, you know, you're literally like dog shit. Just to work out the math backwards. You know, Wild is 25% HP. Wild is 25% more HP than Hard Lucid. Um, if you get 6 Shadowers with 25% less combat power of 37 million to do hard or easy normal lucid, because hard lucid is like burst oriented, and but then normal lucid is just 1/2 HP of hard, and just do that math from there. I'm not gonna tell you like the entire math. If you don't understand that part, there's no point of me showing you, because you're not gonna get it anyway. All this and Keith says Black Mage 2026. Yeah, Black Mage 2026. It's the only people claiming that shit. It's Benjap Hole, Flame, Chisei, and Wildflower. Why did I say those three? Because those people have fucking boosters grinding 24/7, so they can hit 270 no problem. Everybody else, yeah, good luck. You're not doing Black Mage. Not even fucking Gelby. Like Gelby is like strong as fuck. But I don't think Gelby can do Black Mage. Neither can Opaque, because I don't think they hire boosters for 24/7 grinding. So they won't have the levels. Their combat power are like Opaque and like Gelby, they're both over 100 mil combat power. But they won't have the levels for Black Mage. The only way for you to do Black Mage is to have like pay boosters 24/7 grind. Yeah. Yeah, Akira as well. Also, he could do Black Mage because he also pays boosters. Everybody who's 240 and plus, they're fucking boosting. Like it's not possible for you to get there yourself and have this much money. Like anybody higher level than Dan is a fucking booster. Like, cause Dan plays 16 hours, free to play. And he's ranked 26. He plays 16 hours straight a day. He's ranked 26, 242. Anybody higher than him is a booster. Now the reason why it makes sense for Dan is because Dan is free to play. So like for him it's like this is money. This is a job. This is his 9 to 6. But people above Dan, most of them are 60 million, 100 million combat power players. 100 million, 60 million is literally like $30,000-$40,000 US dollars. Like 100 million, you're looking at 100 plus 100, 200, 300k US dollars. You really think somebody who has $3,000 to spend is gonna like fucking spend 20 hours, 24 hours grinding? No, fuck no. The money they make from interest in the bank account is more than that. Just pay a fucking booster. Like, bro, like I have some of those guys adding on my Discord. They play League of Legends all day. But guess what? Their levels goes up. Not gonna name who, right? But like, don't be stupid, man. They're all boosters. Of course, they could do Black Mage, but not the regular players. They cannot. They don't have the levels. Do the entire first page of the ranking, right? These boosters, the entire first fucking page. And some of them are my friends, but I'm not gonna like fucking cap about it, like the entire fucking first 2 pages of boosters. Yeah, the entire first 2 pages of boosters, man. Like, you could tell me all the bullshit you want, but I don't believe that they leveled it themselves. Yeah, as long as you have them added on Discord, you know who the fuck is playing League of Legends and leveling, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, guys. The 100 mil plus, they just gonna do a 4-man, 5-man. And the 100 mil plus people, they are also higher level. They are 245 and 250. So potentially they could be doing 3-man. Probably a 3-man. Looking at them. I mean like the rate they're going, they should hit 250 by the time Wheel comes out. The 100 mil plus people, because they're on 24/7 boosters. So if as long as they get 250, you're looking at like a team of like I would say like 3-man honestly. Like I think they're trioing, they're 3-man in that shit. Cause they're higher level, right? And I said it's 240, you need 60 mil. If you got 250, that shit goes down by a lot. I mean the whale did spend money, so they deserve the Nisos or the rewards. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's kind of like wasted. Like them paying, them creating jobs in Philippines or Indonesia or Africa doesn't help Maplestory. They just create jobs, local jobs for Indonesians, Filipinos, and like Africans. I wish NXPC has a way to just buy EXP somehow, either by burning characters or rental system, so that the money that the whale's spending stays inside the ecosystem. That will help the token price. But I don't know why they don't want to push up the system like that. So now the money is going to developing Indonesia's economy. That way, like everybody earn. Like it's it's helpful for everybody. If you keep the whales boosting service within the ecosystem, because the whale is always gonna pay boosters no matter what, right? Like a lot of games they circumvent this issue by having this system called the scholars. The Web3 scholars. That bullshit. Um, we could have done the same here. I mean, there's so many ways to sell EXP within the ecosystem. Burn characters for the total amount of EXP with like a 20%, 50% loss. Right? I think anywhere between a 10% to 50% total EXP loss is acceptable. So that way, like you also burning characters. Um, and destroying them as well. But I think like the risk is that they're worried about studios and bot farms. But the thing is like there's also like if you don't do that, people are just gonna pay boosters anyway, so it's all the same. You mean the haze event? I mean, maybe they're testing the water or something like that. I wouldn't know. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, but like the 15 minutes, it's like nothing. Yes, it's 10x, but like it's not 10x of all the monsters. It's just 10x of the blue shit. It's like nothing at all. Like at best, it's equivalent. Each minute is like at best equal to maybe 5 minutes of grind at best. Like I would even say less than 5x. Um, yeah, it's like each minute you save like 5 minutes. It's like nothing. You gotta understand the whales are paying for boosters 20 hours a day. The extra 4 hours is like you know breaks in between each person because it's actually like a real job. They get a 15-minute break, lunch and toilet, all of that. And it's 4 person shift, so the effective grind time for all these boosting servers is 20 hours a day. Um, that's the norm. You could pay extra to get a 22-hour a day special in, but that's only if you're paying the Chinese. But the Chinese is too fucking expensive right now because NXPC crashed. They not even the biggest 100 million whales can pay for the Chinese right now. Um, everybody's paying fucking Pinoys and Indonesians and Africans because that's the affordable option. Yeah, I think for sure too. Like if they just change the multipliers, but I yeah that I think that will also work. I wouldn't mind it honestly. I didn't use it. I sold all my potions like the event because for me it's like the savings, like saving 5 minutes at the cost of like fucking 50k was not worth it for me. I was like fuck it, I just sold all of mine. At its peak was like 100k, 200k for 5 minutes. I was like no, fuck that. I'm selling it because at the end, because what happens is I'm effectively paying um a muting an hour effectively. You know, like fuck, $1 million an hour, I could pay the Chinese to grind my character with that kind of rate. You know, you also has to be competitive, right? You can't just like sell EXP like that expensive. It has to be competitive in the view market as well, because otherwise people are always gonna use the cheaper option. All right, we gotta do Damien, gotta find a party. So be right back. But yeah, honestly, 2026 Black Mage is gonna destroy this game if they don't do something about the EXP requirement to get to 280. When I say destroy the game, I mean it's gonna cause a lot of legit whales to probably feel like quitting. Imagine somebody like Gelby who spends his money legitimately and he doesn't hire boosters. How he's gonna feel? You know, fucking release Black Mage. The piece of shit is level 275. To get the full damage, you gotta be 280. You know, fucking Gelby is not getting the 280, man. If your brother has a real life, has a job, you know, he's not gonna have time to do that, to level it himself, right? There's plenty of other people just as strong as Gelby that has the same issue. It affects all of these guys, and these guys are also very important to the game, to the server, because they spend a fuck ton of money. So that's why I hope, you know, they reconsider Black Mage or release systems that could alleviate the grind. Um, because if they don't, I'm telling you, it's gonna cause a lot of whales to quit, a lot of them. But there's no way you can keep up. It's just physically impossible to keep up. I mean, I'm just looking at the top 40 players. And I'm looking at top 40 players. I counted like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players of the top 40 players using boosters. That's the minority, guys. 7 out of 40 players? That's like less than 20%. I mean, 20% is a lot of players using boosters in the top rankers, but the other 80% is legit as fuck. And when you put it that way, you know, the other 80%, they're also spending just as much money, if not more money than the 20 players who's using boosters. You gotta think about it this way. If you piss them off, it's way more damage to the game than the 20% boosters. Oh fuck, it's a Light Lord. Oh no. Alright, it's okay, it's okay. If they make the like haste potions like 100x, 1000x, definitely fix the problem. Because if 10x is 5 minutes, 100x is 50 minutes save, right? And 1000x is like 10 hours save. Like that's way more than enough. 10 hours of like 10 hours grind a day. Like that that equalize everything. Because at the end of the day, right? Boosters just only have like 20 hours anyway a day. So like if you create a system where if you grind you get 20 hours, if you pay this potion, um, you could potentially save 10 hours. Now you're competing. Now you're not as behind, right? Right now in our current system, if you don't fucking pay, like a regular person can play Maplestory and grind for like 2 to 4 hours a day on average, right? And that's like neglecting their wife and the kids. If you play that many hours, I know this, but I'm speaking from experience. But like outside of that, right? Anything more than that, it's just not physically possible if you have a job. And you're competing 4 hours against 20 hours, like you're like 5 times behind. But if you have this new system, you're not as behind anymore. You're looking at like a 14-hour compared to a 30-hour, right? Now you're only 2x behind, right? Or from 5x behind to 2x, right? That changes everything. That changes everything, right? So it doesn't even need to be 1000x, right? Just 100x, 10 time, 10 of that, right? You're already saving like close to like to 10 hours, I think. Yeah, 100x, 10 potions. Yeah, you literally just save 10 hours. That's more than enough to keep up the black mage grind. Because I think the main thing is like to keeping up the black mage, right? Because if you can't keep up with all these bosses pumping up, you're just gonna quit, and it's really bad for the game. Like if these whales quit. And also, like, if they keep releasing bosses like that, it also affects the mid-tier players, right? The dolphins and the smaller whales, right? Like the people on the top, they're like Daviatans. Then you have the whales, then you have the dolphins. It also affects them. Because if the whales is not fucking clearing them, like the fucking dolphins is not doing it either. I mean, even on the easy version, right? I mean, if I'm like fucking super behind, like like I'll pay 10 mil. Like fuck it. I mean, I have to. But yeah, like I mean, this is like a good discussion, right? Of like what ifs. I think your solution is probably like the best short-term solution. Like I think it's a good solution, honestly. Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like, they do a 10x and a 100x, and then limit the count to like 10, whether you use 10x or 100x. Like, so if you're a whale and you're trying to chase bosses, you're gonna have to pay the premium for the 100x. Yeah, yeah, you're right. No, no, I think you're right. Is it to have boss damage or cooldown skip for Corsair? Um, Boss damage if you don't have 6 lines of boss. Um, maybe not even 6 lines, like 5 lines. If you have 5 lines or less, you have to get boss damage on your inability. If you have 6 lines, then it's either or. You could get cooldown skip or you could get boss damage. It's not cooldown skip is not as important. Cooldown skip is not as important for Corsair now because they nerfed Green Scrambler all the way from 12,000, 1200% to 800, right? So this used to be 1200. Now it's only 800%. So like you don't really need cooldown skip anymore. I think Brain Scrambler is only responsible for like 10-15% of the damage now. Back then, Brain Scrambler is responsible for like 60% of the damage of Corsair. So you have to get cooldown skip. Potion more realistic than Rento. Potion, they could do it tomorrow if they wanted to. They have the system. It works, right? They just gotta change the multiplier, right? Rental system, they had to build an entire ecosystem around it, like a website, you know, smart contracts. Like that's a lot of work, and also testing to make sure that it works. Because if it doesn't work, you're losing your character, right? And also, the rental system also have to be careful of people renting characters to hack on and also to bot on, right? If the rental is like, cheap or whatever, I could rank Amy's character and start botting on it, right? What Amy's gonna do is, I have access to it now. I could just fucking hack on it, right? And what's the punishment? Is Amy gonna get punished? Am I gonna get punished? If I'm getting punished, like what is my penalty, right? If it's just banning my account, then I'm just gonna create a new one, right? Like all of these issues comes with rental system. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like just make the potion like a rare drop, right? The only problem with making a rare drop is that um, Lumi bots can bot it. So I think we could like take a compromise and make that as like a rare drop from weekly boss. And like any boss above normal Damien, normal Lotus, so that if a gaming studio wants to farm that, they have to at least upgrade a little bit and put their skin into the game. So make it drop from like normal Lotus and above. And obviously not like 100%, right? Maybe not like a 5% drop rate. Um, like something like nose, nose drop at like a 40%. If you get the raffle, it's 100% drop, right? Something like that. Like make it a 5%. Um, you could make the you could make the 100x like half a percent or some shit like that. Something stupid because it's 100x. Make that like half a percent drop rate. And we're still gonna get a bunch of potions coming out in game because I think there is hundreds of clears of normal Lotus in across all three servers. Alright, and not just normal Lotus. For like higher level balls, just increase the drop rate. So like if it's 5% for normal Lotus, make the hard one like I don't know, like 50% or something high like that. I don't know. Like they'll figure out the balance, right? So why am I top DPS? A little bit sus. What are we looking at? No, this is a stronger Crusader than me. And I think that's just unlucky then. Or he's not. Yeah, I think that's just like unlucky. He's doing more damage now. Oh wait, I don't have my buff on. Shit. Yeah, like I've been relying on like all the buff pet so hard. Like I like didn't even use my buff. I mean, we don't even know if they're serious about Black Mage 2026. Maybe he could be joking. I mean, was it tweeted at April 1st? When did he tweet that? Is it April 1st? If it's April 1st, he's joking. But if he tweeted outside of April 1st, he's serious. Yeah, can somebody check if when the Keith tweeted that? I mean, we will know for sure, right? If the anniversary pass comes out with Will, then we know they're serious about Black Mage. But if anniversary pass doesn't even have Will, then they're not serious about Black Mage this year. Um, then you would have been fine. No issues. You just take your time level, right? But if the patch in 2 weeks at the anniversary patch, we actually got Will, then people need to start sweating. It will be a super hard grind, rush level to 280. Guys, like 280 is super fucking hard. Like when you're at 240, you're getting 1% an hour. That's how long it takes you to level 1% an hour. Like, no joke. So you gotta understand, the guy who got from 240 to 250 is 1,000 hours. Um, that's what I'm saying. Like, just to get to 250 is like 1,000 hours. Like a normal person with a job is not getting that. I got order attack. So I'm just checking my gear to see if I need to save my BPOC cubes, because triple dex is like very close to a 10 attack, so I'm not gonna like bother wasting it. Yeah, I think I'm done on this. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so like I was saying, in the earlier stream, I was making fun of the one Leon player, right? Like, I'm using junk like this, and like these. This is way cheaper than his one Leon 17 stars double legendary, and like I have higher combat power. I see that, like that's the problem. I higher combat power than the brother. Um, yeah, it's having a proper build is very important. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I lived. Um, if you don't have upgrades, uh, like literally no upgrades, absolute weapon is better because of a higher attack. But if you have a little bit of upgrade, on the weapon already, then it's just the lucky hat. When I say like oh upgrade, I mean like if you have double boss on the weapon, then you rather have double boss on the Fafnir so that you could go lucky hat on the armor. But if you're talking about like endgame, it's uh, CRA hat is better for endgame. But if you're just trying to like make a boss meal with the least amount of investment as possible, lucky hat combo is the best. But it all really at the end of the day depends on the market. A lot of times, absolute weapon is cheaper than Fafnir, so you sometimes you just buy the absolute, then you make up the difference. Like assuming everything is the same price, that the lucky hat is better for low level players. It's not future proof. That's the problem. For future patch, it's CRA hat. See that, guys? When the boss is done, I don't do a lot of DPS. I'm my fourth. That's because I don't do it because I'm not that strong in the party. But when the boss is moving, I get one. Why is that? That's the hands difference, boys. We call that the hands diff. Like these guys in the dummy fight, Murong Dojo dummy, they will all of them does more damage than me, but just not in the real fight. We call it the hands test. They are all stronger than me by a lot, by a significant margin. Yeah, but both of them fucking up the ball. The strategy is to like come to the right, so you can lower the ball to the right side. Um, yeah, but you have two people on the left that's like screwing up the ball, so that the ball doesn't come stacking. So now the balls is like all spread out, and that's the issue in doing damage to it. This is called the ball management. And if you touch the ball, you only do 10%, so nobody's doing damage. Yeah, and you know the culprit is always Amy, and then one more random. They're always on the same level of like expertise. Oh shit! Oh man, that's a really bad, like a really bad spot to stun. The stun is wasted. And you know, the same thing. You have the same two players. The ball randomly selects one person in the party to target. So it's random. That's why the entire party needs to move. If you just have two people not moving, there's three fucking balls, you know, the good chance is one or two balls is not gonna follow you. And that's why like doing Damien with Amy is like so fucking hard. It's, the bro just doesn't do ball management. Like, he's over there again. You see this guy? See this fucking penguin? See that? See this fucking penguin? Like fucking up the balls. Like, it's like normal. Alright, yeah, see now that the board is on the right side, you could just like stun it, burst it down, and that's you see that the damage that we did there is so much higher. That's the board difference. So just don't be like that guy in the party, just don't be that guy. A Not too bad, honestly. We got 1 coin and entry for 4 mil. We take that. Keith announced Black Mage on March 21st. Yeah, March 21st is so fucking far away from April 1st. I guess he's serious then. Dude, if he's serious, the game is fucked. I'm telling you. It's just not possible. I mean, it is possible for boosters, but which is only 20% of the Laviatans. The other 80% Laviatans, they're not able to do the other 80%. They're not gonna keep out the levels. They're gonna quit, man. And if they quit, it's NXPC is going down, dude. That's really bad though. I mean, unless they have a solution for the EXP issue. Um, yeah. I mean, like Neon is like trying to convince them to reduce the EXP requirement to level up, because Neon is also worried about a lot of legit players gonna quit because they're not gonna keep up with the level requirements to do these bosses. And the only people who's gonna able to do bosses are like the people who pays boosters to log in, share accounts. Technically that's against the TOS, just saying. But yeah, like a lot of players who's not doing boosters is losing out. Yeah, April 20, I mean March 21st. Yeah, the guy's serious, man. Holy shit. It's crazy. Um, we could only hope they reconsider, but if they don't reconsider, we could only just adapt. Just gotta adapt to it then. Yeah, unfortunate.
Hopefully I don't die out. I should be okay. I have the Soto Lotus training. Door. Let's get door first. Gotta get the door, man. Gotta get the door. Holy shit, I'm so bad. I need the door. Oh man. Well, we lost the guy. We lost the guy. We lost the bishop.
Wow, that combo to death. Alright. I guess I shouldn't stay in the corner. Too dangerous. Oh shit. Oh, got pushed into the train. Do I sit out? Man, I think. Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna revive. If I die, if I die. Screw it. I'm gonna just play really, really fucking careful. Yes, yes, I could die out. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna play careful, like pussy, like pussy style. Oh shit! Oh shit! I almost died. If the robot touched me, I was dead. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for my cooldowns a little bit. Alright, my job is done. I got it to the corner. I'm out of here. I'm running. I am running out of here. Gotta play like a pussy. Oh shit. This is the part that scares me. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a lot of shit coming down. I'm gonna like wait until it's safe. Why is there more shit coming down? Holy shit, that's a lot of train right there. Jesus. Oh no. Oh fuck. Alright, what am I gonna do about this one? Alright. Alright, they're gonna die out. I'm not gonna die out. Whew. At least I'm not the one. The Butter Shade, went from like 5 lives all the way down to 1, like in a quick succession. Oh fuck. Thank God I pressed the button. Just in time. If I was slower by like half a second, I was dead. I guess staying here in the corner is better. Yeah, the corner is safer. Yeah, yeah, that guy died because he wasn't in the corner. Alright, this burst was very good. We got so much damage in. Oh wait, we lost all the platforms. This is GG, bro. Oh shit, I made it. Holy shit, the shade died out. I don't know if we're gonna restart though. I think we're just clearing it without him. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'm willing to restart, but I'm not gonna say anything because nobody restarted for me when I died out in a random party. Rule number one: doing it with these public parties. It's like they're not gonna restart if you died out. So always try to play safe, especially in Lotus. Alright, I'm gonna get a preserve on this, boys. If I could survive. Fuck, I can't get on that. Oh man, I'm getting comboed. Oh wait, he stunned it. Oh shit, I would have died if he didn't stun it, honestly. Fuck. That was like a string and a ball back to back. Couldn't even jump that. Yo, let's give it to fucking Amy though. Brother's 4 lives. Holy shit, dude. You know, this is the if the old Amy dude, he's dead already. But like, holy shit, this brother has 4 lives. Just think about it, boys. Think about that. I'm impressed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm impressed. Brother still dies out in Damien though. Oh shit, I died. I lost my door. I didn't jump the purple balls correctly. Lost my ball. My door. See if we could burst some HP down. Man, without the shade, we don't do a lot of damage because the shade is very strong. I mean, we could still clear it. It's just gonna be like another 7 minutes, I think. You know what I don't like about another 7 minutes? That means I could die again. Holy shit, I almost jumped into it. Holy shit, car shake. I need a door, but I'm too scared to type. Whatever. I'll be fine. I have 3 lives. I could die twice. Do the 60 seconds of shame. Ace should die. Oh, I got a door. Alright. Yeah, no way I'm timing out now. I just pop all my skills. He's dead. Burst it down. Alright, we're gonna get a berserk. Let's go. Oh, no berserk. Unfortunate. Alright, we're just gonna do my dailies and call it a day. Yeah, I think I need link skills and 60 million for this. Not enough damage. I need to re-gear after. Well, Link doesn't need the Dreamy Belt, but he does need the flames. So it's, like me, I flamed this and this on 3 different characters before the flame is ready. Once the flame was ready, then I bring it on my main. Like that's how you get high flames. It's just to do it on different characters. Alright. That looks right. Okay, it should be easier now. I don't have to waste points. Alright, gotta wait 20 seconds so to be safe. Oh fuck! Oh fuck me! I pressed the wrong button. Holy shit! Oh no, that's pretty awkward. Oh no, I'm sad about it. How much did I lose? I lost 5 symbols from that. Oh man, shit. Oh yeah. Also, I was weaker because of this. I didn't have this on. Oh no. I'm sad. Really sad about it. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, I wasted it. They won't let me re-enter. I don't know why I pressed that. Probably because too tired. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna finish this and then call it a day. The last thing I want is to fuck up the light detector. We're not gonna take the portal because if we do take it, the EXP is very low. The EXP you get from the portal is based on the level of the map you're on. And this map doesn't give much EXP, so it's like a waste. Alright, boys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna call it a night. I guess I have to stream tomorrow again, because they are light detectoring me. So, yeah, we'll be streaming for the next couple of days. Unfortunately. See you guys tomorrow. Later, bye.